So when they're ingesting this energy drink, I know that not only is it giving them that effect of making them energetic, they like carrying around the can, it's just something they do, but it's also making them healthier. Like who wakes up in the morning and thinks to themselves, man, I really need to drink more caffeine today. It's good for me.
I
Nobody,
definitely do.
nobody thinks that. But when you're drinking something that's giving you that effect, but you also know that it's something that's put in kidney health products. There's a company up in Santa Barbara, California that does that. You get the heart benefits, the circulation benefits, and it's synergistic with pretty much every other supplement you take. It's almost like there's too much good stuff to talk about when it does all that. So when you speak about the origins of bringing it back, if you speak about the origins of kind of the exogenous ketone supplements, it made sense because the only community that even knew the word ketones were the people with those little strips who were trying to hit ketosis for their diet to get their body to shift fuels, because your body goes through that shift. And that they used to call it, what was it, like keto flu? They called it the keto flu.
Yeah.
And that was essentially that time when your body was figuring out how to go from all glucose to all ketones. So there was that lapse where you went through the keto flu. But if you're able to get the benefits, and if you talk to people who do keto, a lot of times it's not even to lose weight. A lot of times it's just like, I just think clearer. I feel better. And that's ketones.
Yeah, I agree. When I started this, my partner with this, Gary, has, to give him credit, pretty much from day one when we started, the company has been keto in some facet. The first, I don't know, I'm going to say 3 months, but honestly, maybe it was 2 months, I did keto. And that's what we were working on developing the product. So we didn't have the product yet. And I never felt better in my life those 2 months. I got lean. I felt great. I get up real early. So when I sleep in, typically it's 4 a.m. Historically, I'm up at 3 and I'm just an early bird. But by 12 or 1, I would get that brain fog. I would be exhausted. And with the ketogenic diet, I didn't get that anymore. But the hard thing with the diet was just that, the diet. It was hard for me to sustain. I couldn't do it. And I'm going, and then, so how cool could it be that you can get the benefits of the ketogenic diet without having to be on a ketogenic diet, which is obviously what we did with these exogenous ketones. And let me come back to that concussion thing, because that's really one of the main reasons I got into this. I don't think I've ever told this to people before, but as a pro athlete, I got 10 concussions. And funny story, one time I got hit by a guy throwing 100 miles an hour. It hit me so hard in the head that it hit me in the head and went over in a baseball stadium, where you have that net that's pretty freaking high.